How to calculate the percentage gain or loss on an investment. We constantly need to calculate how much money we are setting aside for various purposes and how much we are saving in every aspect of our lives. That happens frequently, particularly if you have a budget in mind. It also applies to your investments, but this is a much more serious situation because you will be considering sizable sums of money, and it would be very risky for you if you then try to calculate everything that is going on in your investments. Investors must first ascertain the original cost or purchase price in order to calculate the percentage gain or loss on an investment. The investment gain or loss is then calculated by deducting the investment's purchase price from its selling price. Divide the investment's gain or loss by the cost of the investment or the original purchase price. In order to calculate the percentage change in the investment, multiply the results by 100. Be prepared because we're going to talk exclusively about numbers. Watch the entire video to learn more about this. Welcome to Market Sense, where we discuss all about stock markets. But before we begin, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons and be the first to check out our latest videos. You must first calculate the percentage gain or loss. A loss in the investment occurs if the percentage turns out to be negative because the market value is less than the original purchase price, also known as the cost basis. There has been a profit on the investment if the percentage is positive because the market value or selling price is higher than the initial purchase price. Now that you have a pen and paper, practice calculating percentage gains and losses, and here's the formula. Investment percentage gain is equal to price sold minus purchase price divided by purchase price times 100. The dollar equivalent of the gain or loss in the numerator will be calculated as percentage gain or loss. To create a decimal, the dollar amount of the gain or loss is divided by the original purchase price. The decimal represents the amount of the gain in relation to the initial investment. Simply moving the decimal place to the right after multiplying by 100 results in the percentage gain or loss relative to the initial investment. I'll provide you with examples to help you better understand the calculation. For stock, let's use an investor who purchased 100 shares of a particular company at $50 each as an example. This means that the initial investment cost $5,000. That's $50 price times 100 shares. The 100 shares were sold at $58 per share, which means the sales proceeds would be $5,800. That's $58 per share times 100. The dollar value of the gain on the investment would be $800. That's $5,800 minus $5,000. The percentage gain calculation would be $5,800 sales proceeds minus $5,000 original cost divided by $5,000 equals 0.16 times 100 equals 16%. Alternatively, the gain can be calculated using the per share price as follows. $58 per selling price minus $50 purchase price divided by 50 equals 0.16 times 100 equals 16%. For index, the same calculation would be used to determine the performance of the Dow Jones Industrial Average, or DJIA, over a specific time frame. The Dow is an index that monitors 30 stocks from the oldest American corporations. Consider the case where the Dow started the week at 35,000 and ended the week at 36,250. The percentage gain calculation would be 36,250 minus 35,000 divided by 35,000 equals 0.03 times 100 equals 3.5%. Have you tried computing on your own? Let us know in the comments. Let us move on with special considerations: fees and dividends. The calculation of percentage gain or loss should take into account the cost associated with investing. Taxes and broker commissions were not taken into account in the aforementioned examples. Reduce the gain, selling price minus purchase price, by the cost of investing to account for transaction costs. For fees, let's assume, continuing the example from earlier, that the broker assessed the investor fees totaling $70. This is how the percentage gain would be determined. $5,800 sales proceeds minus $5,000 original costs minus $70 divided by 5,000 equals 0.146 times 100 is 14.6%. We can see that the brokerage fee caused the investment's percentage rate of return to drop from 16% to 14.6% by more than 2%. Next is dividends. Any income or distribution received from the investment, such as dividends, would need to be added to the gain amount. A dividend is monetary payment made on a per-share basis to shareholders. By using again the example, assuming the business distributed a $3 per share dividend, Intel would pay $300 over 4 quarterly payments since the investor owns 100 shares. The percentage gain would be calculated as follows: $5,800 sales proceeds minus $5,000 original cost plus $300 divided by 5,000 equals 0.22 times 100 equals 22%. We can see that the dividend increased the annual percentage rate of return for the investment by more than 6%, or from 16% to 22%, presuming there were no brokerage fees and the stock was held for a full year. Investors can get a more accurate picture of the percentage gain or loss on an investment by factoring in transaction costs, account fees, commissions, and dividend income. It's crucial to determine the gain or loss on an investment as a percentage because it illustrates the difference between what was earned and what was required to achieve the gain. So it's better to be critical and get involved with your numbers. It can help you in the long run and may bring you success in this kind of business. Now that you know all about calculations, I'm certain that you're ready to learn more. Keep up with the most recent stock market trends. If you like this video, please hit the like button, subscribe button, and notification bell to get updates on our new videos. If you want to watch more videos, head on over to our channel to see more from Market Sense. See you